Two budding entrepreneurs bring a new business idea they discovered in New York back to Toronto, their hometown.
Spynga craze. It's a great picture of it.
I know.
They're trying to bridge the gap between two types of exercise, spinning and yoga. And they're calling it Spynga.
Spynga, no.
Maybe a spring mattress or something.
Sounds like a drink, right?
Spynga drink. I have no idea.
Spynga came from putting spinning and yoga together.
You get on the bikes, 25-minute ride, you get energized, great cardiovascular workout. And you move onto the mat and you strengthen and you tone and you stretch out your muscles. It's all in one in an hour.
I'm definitely more of the spinning person, and Sari is more of the yogi.
Sari Nisker and Casey Schechter have been friends for 20 years.
Sari and I met in 6th grade on the monkey bars.
Both have adventurous spirits.
I mean, we all had boyfriends together.
I don't think anything can happen with Casey and I. I mean, you never know, but...
I never thought when Sari and I were little that we would have a business together. All right, Sarah, this is the awning right here. Okay. What do you think?
After months of searching, they find their studio on the edge of one of Toronto's most affluent neighborhoods.
Oh, it's open.
Great. So they're going to be redoing the stairwell.
Yeah, it's just a little dark. Aren't you happy that this is like our own private entrance?
Perfect.
It's like a club.
Sari and Casey have only 4 weeks to turn this 2,600 square foot former hair salon into their dream studio. They have $180,000. Rent is $4,300 a month, and they are on the verge of signing a 5-year lease.
Okay.
So are you feeling good energy in here?
It's amazing.
It's been about 2 years. A lot of spaces have fell through. We fired people along the way. So if there's any evil spirits in here, go away with the demolition.
And our working styles are completely different.
I'm very on the fly, very let's just do it, very spontaneous. So do you think we should put mirrors here?
I don't think that we should put mirrors. I like to kind of document and go over and think through. We want people to turn inward. We don't want them to use the external.
So I don't overthink, but then I can also make the wrong decision.
I think that we've learned to choose our battles wisely and move on.
What's the general theme or look that you guys are going for? Just all white?
Just minimalist. We want to keep it simple.
The color will be the purple, which is the color of our logo.
We're going to have a purple runner.
We'll
We're going to have
runner.
purple pillows.
It's definitely not a gym. It's a studio boutique.
The only issues I see with this project is the soundproofing of the walls.
I'm going to be playing a lot of rock and roll. So I have to make sure that no one else hears it.
Well, when we open the wall there for that door,
Yeah.
we'll know if that's insulated.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah.
That we'll know when we take the frames off.
The middle wall gets ripped out to make room for the bikes and mats.
There's the door to the spinning room.
Cool.
I think I need a hard hat.
A couple of young, funky gals that are really excited about what they're doing. What do you guys think of Larry?
He's great.
He's great.
He's great.
He's a pretty cool guy.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
going to take on the challenge.
Good.
Yeah.
Should we be nervous at all? or
No,
are we
not at
good?
all.
Okay.
He's fast. That's why I chose him.
So the chandeliers are beautiful. What's the price point?
I think the most expensive one is $179. So they're
That
totally
is
within
perfect.
budget. And then I was thinking the black one for the spinning room, and you mentioned the spinning bikes are black, so
Yeah.
that'd be perfect.
Great.
That'd be great.
The design plan features a retail lounge and fitness studios with white walls and floors and splashes of purple and red. But with only 4 weeks to go, there's one major concern.
Yeah, soundproofing that's, I think, what gives Sari and I the most stress.
Well, I think it's really smart to get the acoustic engineer in there to do the assessment.
I think what we're going to have to do...
Hi there.
Hi. What we're going to have to do is, looks like this is half-inch drywall on both sides. And what that means is we don't have a very good wall.
Their lease stipulates that if there is one noise complaint from another tenant, the landlord can terminate the contract.
Yoga is fairly peaceful, but the spinning can really, especially in a wood frame building such as this, your neighbors can really start to hear things.
If they hear any vibrations from the bikes or the stereo or any tapping on the yoga room floor, we get a warning, and then after that, we're out.
That wall is moving like that.
Okay.
And there's another layer on the other side of it. And this guy is acting like a loudspeaker into the neighbors next door. So if you can limit the sound at the source, that's a good thing.
John gave us some solid acoustical recommendations. We're not going to take them all now. We're just going to do the far wall of the cycling studio.
A lot of times the tricky part is working with these landlords.
One thing's not good right now here, okay, is that this stuff should go through the, this stuff should go down. Why is it going through the elevator, all this stuff?
Stairwell's not cleaned out.
It's not cleaned out?
No.
He wants all the construction material to go down the back stairs, 3 flights. So we can't use the elevator at all?
For rental, man, it's not good, because I spent $4 grand on that elevator. It's very delicate material on the elevator, and it's very, very easily scratched, so.
You have to go up and down the stairs now.
Huh? Kind of serious.
So, a lot of waste of time.
Joe was really unreasonable about that.
It's gonna take me forever.
They have yet to sign their lease, and they've already hit a nerve with the building manager.
The elevator was not meant to use for construction.
He's not letting you use the elevator?
No, because it's only for the public to come up, use the elevator.
It's a long way down 3 flights of stairs.
Casey and I feel so bad. The guys cannot use the elevator. They have to take the garbage up and down 3 flights of stairs.
With an impossibly tight construction schedule of 3 weeks till opening, the contractor drops a bombshell.
So I don't know if I told you guys, but I'm leaving town on Sunday, and I'll be back on the 10th.
What?
So, but you don't
Going away?
Yeah.
What do you mean you're going away? How can you go away? You're a contractor.
Did Kathy know this? Like, she knew
Kathy
it was doable?
Yeah,
And
I don't know if she remembers, but she knows.
Are you accessible?
I'm 6 hours behind. I'm in Hawaii.
I think things are going to come up, and we're going to have to get in touch with him, and he's going to be on a beach, and he's not going to get in touch with us. Oh my gosh, Sarah, we're screwed. So what do you think of Larry going away right in the middle?
I can't believe that he didn't tell us that when we hired him. Up until now, it's just kind of been this bizarre nightmare.
I am a nervous wreck right now, and I don't know how to get rid of the nerves. I know.
And Kathy never shared that with us either.
Larry did mention to me that he was going to be leaving towards the end of the reno, but he reassured me that that it could get done, and he had his BlackBerry next to him at all times.
I guess my fear is the risk factor, money, time.
I'm trying to think of different outlets, but like yoga, of course, and spinning, and a lot of sex. But
With 3 weeks to go, they interview instructors.
So I've been teaching for about 7 years. So I've been teaching for about 4 years. I primarily started with children.
I was a childhood gymnast, so I've always sort of been doing yoga before I actually knew what yoga was about.
Do you want to do a little yoga here for us on the mat?
well, maybe you could do your favorite pose.
I have a couple favorite poses.
Yeah, do them all.
And gymnastic. And then come forward. And
so we can extend that and just do variations off this.
Beautiful.
Wow. Wow.
These are definitely beginner poses.
You're kidding, right?
Yeah.
The contractor is leaving in 5 days, so the girls had to deal with the lights. But there's a problem.
We're going to have about 25...
You can't put 25 pod lights.
Why not?
Because you're going to kill us on hydro.
Okay.
25 pod lights, you're open from 7 to 9:30.
There's going to be natural light coming in. We're not going to use those lights during that time.
We're going to be using low voltage lights.
We're not going to have lights on during the day, and we're not...
That's a problem. So
okay.
we're going to, we're going to hold off on signing that lease if you guys don't give me that. We're going to have to do something. So
okay,
what I suggest we do is that we isolate this unit.
Okay.
On its own panel.
And now he wants us to get our own electrical panel so that we pay for our own bill.
You guys
How much does that cost?
It's going to cost about $3,000.
We can't pay for that.
We don't have $3,000. If you're going to have to rewire everything now, how much do you think?
Well, to me, it's not the price. It's the amount of time. Like, I got to get the floors done on Thursday, so...
Right.
Like, it's already Monday.
So that's where we are right now. More money, more time.
Good thing they kept their day jobs.
Started teaching kids yoga about a year ago.
Can I see everybody's downward facing dog, please?
They're so cute. Yoga really improves their concentration and their memory.
I love this one. Oh, this one? We haven't practiced that one in a long time.
Why don't you tell her what your strategies are? Well, I started running the Learning Center about 2.5 years ago when I moved back from New York. So my background is in education and psychology. You've heard of it. Do you know what it means, David? Parallel? Yeah.
Sideburst.
If you go like this, do you see how it's very rewarding? And I mean, it's, you know, it's really what keeps me going sometimes.
Can I see everyone come into tree pose?
I do it because I love the kids.
I love yoga. I like taking yoga with Sari. I like yoga because Sari's the best teacher.
So where are the bikes facing? Where's the teacher facing?
That way.
So the teacher's over there?
Yep, and the mats are going to be here.
So then the teacher, so when you're teaching the yoga portion, the teacher's going to be
That's
here.
right, like
Now that the wall is down, is the room big enough?
We're meeting with the bike person on Wednesday for him to come in, but I'm nervous about that.
How many bikes you put in?
We want to put 20. We have them ordered, but to get 20 in there, I'm very nervous that they're not going to fit in.
I think we'll probably only fit 17.
Okay, so we can't be here.
The floors are being refinished, so they won't be able to find out if the room is big enough for another week.
So this is it, okay? All right, well, have fun.
Bon voyage. Have
Guys later. All right, give me a call.
Okay.
All right, bye.
And Larry is off to Hawaii for 10 days.
We're so screwed.
Yeah, good. Okay.
2 weeks before the big opening, a new electrical panel gets installed. The building manager picks up the cost of the installation.
It costs us about $3,000 to separate it and put the separate meter. And they were happy.
But Spynga will be getting an electricity bill.
So here, this is the first clause. The tenant agrees to soundproof all outer walls of unit.
And they finally sign their lease.
Hello, Spynga. It's our first phone call. Woo! So they're taking out the baseboards so they can put a piece of glass in, so when people walk in, they're not going to see our mess behind the reception desk.
I see. Cool. So it's going to be frosted or whatever?
It's going to be frosted, absolutely. Wait, isn't it supposed to be frosted? Yeah. Hey, Kathy, it's Sari. Where are you? The glass guys just delivered the glass partition, but it's not frosted.
Bad news for you. We can't do the locks because they just painted the doors again.
When do they anticipate that the doors will be dry so we could do the locks?
Sometime tomorrow.
It's a problem because thousands of dollars of new equipment has just arrived.
Well, why don't I just get them to change the locks now and then they'll paint over whatever happens?
You can't. It's too wet. You got to take the lock off and replace it so you're getting...
All right.
All right.
So you guys are doing one at a time, right?
Well, let's see if I can squeeze two in there.
Just so you know, we have to make sure that there's no damage on the elevators. Cool.
It's great that Joe's not here. How did we manage that? Do you want to see something to put at the door?
No, that's okay.
Really?
Keeps cold air out anyway.
So I think we solved the problem.
Yeah.
There's going to be a film that's going to be put on.
Okay.
Yay, something worked out.
Where's your jacket?
I got paint on it. They're washing it.
The glass will be frosted once it's installed. But they'll have to live with the old locks until tomorrow when the paint is dry.
They're
Wow,
amazing.
they're so nice. They look so shiny, like getting a new Mercedes. So,
how many bikes are here again? Because we can only get 14 for a Spynga class.
Yeah.
I was really concerned when I brought the bikes in. They're a lot bigger than I had anticipated.
Like we would stop about here for the mats, right? Well, we're gonna have to.
You can't fit 14 mats in that small area. And I'm thinking, where are the mats going to go?
Well,
did you measure 14 mats?
No, we didn't measure 14 mats. We just measured for the bikes. I was in charge of measuring the cycle room, and I do have a spatial disability.
You would think that we should measure before we even accepted to, or before we even lease the place, but we didn't.
Oops.
It's only 1 week until Spynga is open for business, and there are still a few kinks to work out.
That's my biggest concern right now, the bikes, and how many people we're going to get into a Spynga flow class. I think that we might have overestimated, which means that in the end it affects our revenue.
Right.
Which means that to solve it, we're going to have to put some more Spynga classes on the schedule.
Yeah. I think, you know, me, I try to stay as positive as possible. I am nervous and stressed out, I won't lie to you, but I think that with our creative minds, we'll figure something out, definitely.
But it's not clear sailing.
We've gotten a lot of the fighting out of the way, so hopefully there won't be too much left.
It's been 1 month since Sari and Casey started the renovation at their Spynga studio. Despite setbacks, it's opening day.
When I saw this sign, that's sort of when I sort of lost my breath for a second. I was like, wow, it's really happening.
Homemade cupcakes arrived for the party.
400 cupcakes, minus 40.
You're ready. Yep.
Including a price list for their line of clothing.
Isn't that beautiful? Yeah! This is my sister, my brother-in-law. This is our landlord.
How's it going? Hi, nice to meet you. Opening day?
Opening day.
We have a few problems that we're trying to work out right now.
A broken glass panel in the door, a shelf that fell down.
It just fell.
We're having our launch party today.
And a few delivery problems.
I mean, it's been like this for 2 weeks, not getting a modem. It's just a modem. It's the most frustrating thing. I've never heard of anything like that where things are just getting lost in the mail.
They lost about 10 boxes.
We haven't gotten any of our yoga props yet either. Okay, so what do you think about the amount of space that there is between these bikes?
We originally said 15. I think that we were reaching too high.
The reality is, classes are going to be smaller, so they'll have to have more of them.
So we can kind of sell it like they get more attention.
Exactly, yeah.
The window gets fixed. The flowers arrive.
Check this out.
Oh, that's...
And the mats get delivered.
Gotta go get ready, because the party starts in an hour.
In nearly 4 weeks, this former hair salon has been converted into a hot new fitness studio. On budget and on time. Here is the new door to the spinning room. And the yoga room goes all white. And the massage room that is already in use.
Yeah, I just got here. I'm like getting food on the... We're like, what? This is our thing? The space here is really unique. I've never seen a place like this before. You walk in and you're like, ah.
I think the concept's great, even for somebody elderly like myself.
I understand there's like a philosophy going on, that it's all for like wellness and health. For people that are interested in something a little bit different, I think it's really going to appeal to them.
Lawyer, contractor, contractor, lawyer.
I can't hear anything.
Spend thousands of dollars.
Oh, we can't forget that sound test. Turn up the music.
You can hear like just muffles, but that's okay. You can't throw out anybody for muffles.
Time for a well-deserved toast.
To you, babe.
To you, beauty.
Couldn't have done it without you. I love you. Love you.
It's a risk, but it's well worth of a risk, and I think Sari and I really, we put our friendship first.
We always manage to work it out. We're like sisters where we yell at each other and then 5 minutes later, we love each other again.
Thanks so much for having me.
Okay.
Yeah, and I'm just going.
You're going? I guess. All right, now, do you have a brush? Okay. Nice to meet you, Marty.
A toast.
Thanks for saving us.
A toast.
Here's Spynga.
Thank you so much.
Can you say Spynga for us? Spynga. To opening night.
Opening night, baby.